There are a lot of story-centered Friday Night Funkin' mods, but I believe Artistic Altitude takes it to the next level. Released in December 2021, this phenomenon of a mod was open for business, and did it ever stand out like a Disney Plus subscriber at an anime convention? This is a revolutionary mod, proving that a great story paired with some amazing music in a video game can be really good. I'm looking at you, Pac-Man. Mrs. Pac-Man proves she wore the pants in the relationship. A quick summary of the overall story before we get to the ranking. The main character Tossler is an aspiring guitarist, and he has been playing for 8 years, and you can clearly see he's been going places with it. He breaks up with his girlfriend Indy just to find out that she was cheating on him, but more importantly, she thinks he sucks at playing guitar, which is a threat to all guitarists. For a while he played on the streets to earn some money from fake fans, and he eventually came across the ever so popular rock star lead singer of her group, Sunday. Things aren't going too well on her side, so I'll let her explain the situation.
What? About 8 years.
Damn, and still playing alone?
Out of choice. Why do I need to explain myself to a half-dead looking Neko mouth?
My band is having bad luck lately. First, co-vocalist broke their pelvis, never to be seen again. And now, our lead guitarist ran away with his gay lover.
What the fuck?
Yeah, a very inspirational story to becoming a very popular Friday Night Funkin' mod, but she made it work as Tossler agrees to join her band, and things are as nice as Chris Rock if he didn't get slapped. Honestly, I don't know what a guitarist has to prove to a singer/rapper, but you know what? This is Friday Night Funkin'. Anything goes, and that is a good thing and a bad thing. Anyway, after we mollywop Tossler, we move on to week 2 featuring the cheater who feels bad for cheating, Indy. She needs therapy, and that's all I got to say about that. She enters a singing tournament and she almost dies because she's stubborn, and she can't stop thinking about cheating on Tossler. After the events of the stories and the songs you play, we see her calling up Tossler, and they chat and they make it official again. Also, the second and third song you play in Indy's week, the only goal is to survive. Technically, she doesn't beat her opponents, but in one of them she does. I would also like to address that there is a Hell Clown cover with Tossler taking position of boyfriend, and it's a really good cover, but I'm not going to add it to the list because there are so many Hell Clown covers, I decided to leave it out of the ranking. I'm honestly really not sorry for those who love Tricky, but you'll get your chance whenever I rank the Tricky songs, alright? Relax. So, with everything said and done, let's get to ranking. In this song, we're introduced to the first opponent of Indy's week, and that is Cherry. At some point in this song, you will get these yellow notes, and when I first played this, I didn't know if I was supposed to hit them or avoid them. When I played it again for this video, I found out yes, you definitely want to hit those because her hand turns into finger guns that desperate wannabe cool dads use when they're around their children's friends or their Saturday golf groups. So as you play through, Indy is slowly committing murder just to win a singing tournament because she's desperate, and I just realized we don't know who she cheated on Tossler with. Honestly, who cares? Either they made an appearance in the mod and I didn't pay attention, or we just don't know. Knowing me, I probably wasn't paying attention. The cherry on top is after you finish the song and successfully murder someone in the middle of a boxing ring like we're at CEO, Cherry gives the best last words of her life.
You bitch!
Out of the 9 songs I'm ranking, yours truly is last because I don't ever think about this song whenever I think about Artistic Altitude. It's a good song, but I never really come back to it, and Cherry is only memorable for 2 words and a hand gesture.
Three, 2, 1, go!
Haha, it's gamer time! Thomas is a true gamer, and he'll show that off when the time comes, but honestly it's not what you think, and it's a bit more disturbing than you think. Things seem fine until he throws some brain manipulator thing on Indy's forehead, and things somehow don't get all Japanese on them, if you know what I mean. This is a fun song to play. The charting is everywhere, and every time you survive the manipulation, you bonk yourself in the head to get it off, and it takes away some of your life force for some reason, because why not? Only if it's on there. If it's not on there, then basically you died the way you just die, you know. Basically, you gotta play so you don't get played like a damn fiddle. We've all been there before. So the real question is, does this song live up to its name? Oh god, no.
Two, one, go.
There is a lot I'm thinking about when I see and hear this song, and all of them have to do with Sonic the Hedgehog, so this song should be dead last. Yes, I am buying the new Sonic game and watching Sonic 2 when it comes out. Bite me. I get a lot of Sonic Riders vibes from this, and no, I'm not talking about the oh god, the Connect version. Oh god, Free Riders, kill me. Not only that, but the song also reminds me of a classic Sonic Adventure type song. It's really catchy. The vocals from both characters make it as catchy as it is, combined with the fun charting as well, with all the double notes, you know. I love the challenge of the consistent double notes, like I mentioned, and it makes this a lot more fun and satisfying to play. Indy is on her skates like she's Shadow the Hedgehog, but a cheater, and no, I'm not gonna get over this. This guy just looks like he would say your mom's a whore on the daily, or maybe he shops at Zoomies. I really don't know, man.
Three, two, one, go.
Our boy Tossler has a lot to prove to Boyfriend and everyone else who doubted him, but luckily for him, he has the power of the guitar literally in his hands, and he's taking it a bit too far. He's a bit upset and he could use a nice bowl of spaghetti. He's shredding that guitar real good, but things don't go too well for him, but we'll get there. Eventually, as the song goes on, he takes his guitar to its limit, and what I really like about this song is the small attention to details, especially near the end of the song as Tossler starts missing notes, and his guitar is slowly deteriorating, and it eventually snaps in half by the end of the song. This song is great. Seeing Tossler struggle trying to defeat and keep up with Boyfriend and trying to prove himself really makes you feel, you know? But we'll get to his last song when the time comes. This is a very good song story-wise, and it does sound really good when homie shreds his guitar like he's grating cheese.
Three, two, one, go.
This is May, and she can shoot lasers from her fingers like Indy, but we can actually see her shooting them and the lasers coming out of her fingers as she attempts to murder in front of thousands of people, because that's a lot of fun. This is a very short song, and I believe it's the shortest song in the game, but I'm not so sure. But it makes sense for the story purposes. Technically speaking, the goal of this song is to survive, instead of the usual survive and win the battle. If you survive, you lose the battle, which is actually capped because you still win the battle because you're still on on your feet. I think I'm going to go back and check just in case. If you survive, you lose the battle, but you also win the battle, and Indy starts to get fatigued because of the finger guns, and this is why I don't golf. I'm not the biggest fan of Murder, as you can tell, but this song does remind me a bit of a classic 2010s pop song, and that hits me in a way that makes me want to go back to Taylor Swift and pre-Wrecking Ball Miley Cyrus. It's also cool how the lasers match the pace of the instrumental of the song as well. As the song progresses, you can tell that everything is getting to Indy both physically and mentally, and probably emotionally as well, because you know she's a cheater, and by the end of the song she's not looking too good. I guess that's what happens when you have cheating on the mind 24/7. Like I said, you need a therapist.
3, 2, 1, go!
So this song takes place after the events of week 2 Indy's week. Tossler and Indy have a moment and they decide that they want to get back together. So they decide to sing together, and this song vocally makes this more catchy than it has any right to be. This shows that if you cheat on someone and if you want them back, you must enter a singing tournament, wear yourself out to near death, get your brain manipulated by a fake gamer, and pass out. It's just that easy. Ladies, take notes. The best part about this song is that we have a very special guest appearance from Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome, where they're showing Crash Nebula. Absolutely iconic and amazing. I love this song, mainly because Doug Dimmadome is looking like, you know, a pimp. Just listen to this.
Jimmy Turner, my name is Doug Dimmadale, Dimmadale, Doug Dimmadome, Dimmadome,
Can someone please turn this song into a Friday Night Funkin' mod? I don't care if it's just this song, please turn it into a mod. I want to play this as a mod. Please, for the love of God, make this its own mod. It's beautiful. Please do it for my sake. If not, I might do it myself. I don't know how to make mods. Whatever. Reconnect. Number 4. Good song. Next.
3, 2, 1, go!
It's all fun and games until Tossler brings out the guitar. Who knows what else this guy might have. He might have Pico's gun, for God's sake. This song shows off how talented this man is, shredding strings on a piece of wood. He really does have a lot to prove. I see the determination in his eyes, and he wants to be boyfriend in this battle. He has a goal that he wants to achieve, and he's so close, and he has to take that next step, but he has to go through boyfriend first. This is a fun classic rock song showing off the amazing guitar strings and combining them with the vocals of boyfriend, making this for a really cool duo. What's funny is that Boyfriend is actually going to be starring in a movie apparently in the story, and the two eventually encounter each other, and this is the first song we hear. A fun song that doesn't make me want to play guitar because I used to be a musical phenomenon in the 6th grade, but I stopped after 7th grade because I wanted to talk about video games on the internet.
Two, one, go!
As a wise man once said about 4 months ago, do my nuts fit in your mouth. Just watch this.
Tossler, do you know Hamoud backwards is still Hamoud?
No,
I feel like the
it's
charter
not.
could use some work.
It is!
Hamoud.
Yeah! Hamood.
Do. I still don't get it. I still don't get it. What's Duma?
Do my nuts fit in your...
Honestly, I still find that hilarious, and it's a great opening act before we get to a very catchy song. This gives me the feeling of a classic 32-bit song from a Sega Genesis game. The vocals are fun, the face-off between these two is classic. To think that something as harmless and funny as this, to get its own dedicated song, really does show that making mods is a fun process, and you can make pretty much anything you want, even with this kind of comedic inspiration. After the two vocally roast each other, we get to a Sonic 3 and Knuckles moment and we switch to the instrument. The main instrument to make most of the classic Sonic songs, and a ripping guitar from the 90s. I love this for memes, but it's also a great song, and the transition from vocals to instruments is smooth, and it's a great meme song, and very haha funny. There is a lot to this song, not only story-wise but musically and visually. I consider this to be one of the longest, if not the longest song in FNF, as this clocks in at a nice 5 minutes and some change. But I can promise you it is worth the time. Tossler, after the second song, isn't in his right state of mind. He's starting to doubt himself as a guitarist, and he decides to do therapy with Boyfriend at the start of the song. Down in the dumps, depressed, and maybe down bad, who knows. Boyfriend does his thing and beeps and boops his way into his head and gets him back into his groove, and he eventually goes off and this happens. Okay, let me explain what's going on here. Tossler is having an anime moment. After he went off on his vocals, he's now locked in, talking to the people who are important to him in his head while he plays, and he's developing his character as his subconscious plays on its own. He has an epic guitar, and he's now inspired and motivated and determined to prove why he can be an elite guitarist. After this part of the song, we get to the third phase of this song. Tossler is so powerful, he can change the universe that we play in. We start in the Corruption universe, which makes me very excited for the Corrupt mod. After that, we go into the world of the sprite art world of Senpai, and we get some fun new sprite art for Tossler, and when he hits his down note, it looks like he's flipping us off, and that's also capped because that's his right note, not his down note. Alright, we have a nice case of double cap because that's actually his left note, not his down note or right note in the sprite world, but when we transition back to the normal world, it's actually his down note, which makes a lot of sense. If you pay attention to it now, you'll see it, but yeah, I'm just as confused as you are. It really stands out, but it's pretty funny. Next up, we go into the world of the HD mod. Things just look better, and there really isn't much to say except, when are we getting week 6? After that, we go into a very common source of mods, the minus mod. We got a minus version of the Guitar Man. I was expecting him to turn into the popular brown man of Psy and start playing Soulless 4 and 5. After we get done with Minus World, shoutouts to them, he starts levitating like the god he is, and he may be more powerful than we think. Watch this. Boyfriend turns into whoever the weakest Super Saiyan in Dragon Ball is, and I'll be honest, he does his best. Story-wise, this song is super strong, but as a normal song and looking at the visuals, this is extremely groundbreaking and iconic because of how much went into this song and how much passion the creators and the developers had for this mod. And hopefully we get some more action from Tossler and Indy and other characters within the artistic altitude world, you know? Like, it's a lot of fun. This mod is amazing. I don't think many people are talking about it as much as I think. I believe it is underrated. People should talk about it more. This mod is great. The overall message I get from this mod personally is if you get cheated on, play the guitar against a chibi-sized to god rapper and see what happens. You turn into a god of all fictional guitarists and you just close your eyes and harness the power of friendship and we'll never know if you win or lose, but you realize that you have powers and decide not to use them for anything after that. This is a great mod. It should definitely be taught more, like I said earlier, for what it is, and I hope we get more in the future. Not because of this, I want to play Band Hero and sing Wannabe by Spice Girls.